Keep your head up, no matter what. Cause everything you do can be the last time for your love. And everything ain't what it used to be. This shit be fucking with my trust. And I got love for all my brothers, niggas already know it's love. I pray to God it take this pain that I've been feeling away. Miss all my people that I lost, and we done lost some real soldiers. I got my pipe, I send them up. You know it's over. This is so crazy. Everybody think they know us. Everybody want us. Now everybody can't be round. When my blood come out and get you, he get busy for that pound. My little white boy cause a habit. He gon' handle all that business. Tell him go and he gon' strike. And make sure God is your only witness. I'll pull up on a nigga broad day. That's some odds them niggas know. That nigga J Bonnie ain't no hoe. That nigga Von J big OCP. On shit people can't chase no hoe. In that corner you hear that and they gone. We all know that they gon' rain one day. And when it comes, just keep your head up and run that bread up. They fucked me up when I got that call. I never seen it coming. I'm asking God why I gotta take all my friends. I did this shit on my own. And is it really a heaven for all my niggas that's gone? I'm head first for my brother. He never wrong on my eyes. You fucked me up, I never thought you would die. I pray to God he take this pain that I've been feeling away. Miss all my people that I lost, and we done lost some real soldiers. I got my pipe, I send them up. You know it's over. This is so crazy. Everybody think they know us. Everybody want us. Now everybody can't be round. When my blood come out and get you, he get busy for that pound. My little white boy cause a habit. He gon' handle all that business. Tell him go and he gon' strike. And make sure God is your only witness. We all know that it gon' rain one day. We all know that it gon' rain one day. Hey, oh, this a letter that I wrote for my angels. Life's been harder since the day that you left. Yeah. Hey. This a letter that I wrote for my angels. Life's been harder since the day that you left. I hate the fact I couldn't tell you I love you. Go take a trip out just to vent and get some shit off my chest. Hey, when I get down, I go out riding, vibing. Every move I make in silent. Fly shit, got so much drip, don't need no stylist. Look to the sky and smile back, I know they smiling. Hey, when I'm alone, I sit and reminisce about the times we took for granted. We was moving fast. Remember all them plans we had, I went and got a bag. A lot of money on me now, don't need to check a tag. I got the world and plus my people on my shoulders. Don't worry about it, I'ma make sure that we all good. Go feed my family, to my siblings, I'm their father.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
I've been plotting on a million. Everybody ask me how I'm feeling. I just tell them I'll be good in a minute. I'll be good in a minute. No more ducking bras when we winning. They just wanna play a part when we end it. Start to the finish. Wasn't from the start, so you can't finish. How some niggas check up on me, now they missing. Now they all up on me, but I know that's for attention. I've been plotting on a million. I've been plotting on a million. Don't nobody know the feeling. Yeah, I've been plotting on a million. Everybody ask me how I'm feeling. I just tell them I'll be good in a minute. I'll be good.
Welcome back to an episode of the Guys Huddle. Here with us is the main crew, the big three, if you would call us Ice Cube, whatever you want to call us. We got the big house. We appreciate all the support here. We're going to go off our First Option Trucking, official sponsor of the Guys Huddle. First Option Trucking is located out of Marion, Indiana. The number is 765-660-2210. Make sure you give him a call. Owner's name is Doug. We appreciate all of his support there. They are hiring local and domestic. They pay off of percentage rates and hourly. So make sure you check in with Doug. Tell him the Guys Huddle sent you. First things first, boys. We got a lot to talk about. First thing that I specifically would like to talk about is I think we were let down or misled on some information. Christian McCaffrey being on the PUP list. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's the physically unable to perform list. Raises some red flags, especially as a avid sports bettor. I think there's probably some injury. Hidden injury there that they were not reporting because not playing the first week, all of a sudden becoming questionable, then not playing the second week, and then getting put on that list. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, he'll be back.
I
just don't think they want to play him. I don't think it has anything to do with.
I understand that, but like the fact that as a bettor, they have policies and regulations they're supposed to do for the odds and stuff that comes out. So, like, I mean, Big Tim, I know you're an avid sports bettor.
We don't know. It could be something personal. We can't just jump to the conclusion that there's a hidden injury.
I mean,
listen. What purpose does that serve? To hide an injury.
What purpose does it serve?
Yeah, I mean, like honestly,
Zero.
like
People could be cashing out on sports bets, is what I'm saying. Like, imagine you put in Christian McCaffrey for like MVP or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy.
Right.
It could be first week 200 yards, a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns. You know, whatever.
Can we just call it what it actually is?
What do you mean?
It's just the Madden curse. That's all it is.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, yeah. Listen. I'm starting to believe it.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Could be. Hey,
listen. The Madden cover is like the Simpsons. They predict the future.
Wow. I'm not overly fond with it. I feel like there was probably something before that they didn't fully disclose, and that's what I don't like.
It's the same.
I'm not denying that there's not an injury of some sort. There is. Obviously, he can't play, but it's there's definitely a lot of policies that come in to be able to do sports betting with the NFL and rules and regulations that they have to follow as far as reporting injuries for those kind of things. The odds, the bets, all kinds of sports books have to oblige by with the NFL for those things. So, as an avid sports bettor, I'm kind of pissed off about it. So,
I mean,
I don't know why you'd be pissed anyways. You won't ever win no money. So,
I mean, basically, because you just be giving your money away. So basically, what you saying is you had him.
No,
MVP.
I didn't at all.
He bet him for MVP.
No, but what I'm saying, no, I for sure didn't. No, I've said McCaffrey's injury prone, but that kind of went out the door when he went to San Fran. But here we are revisiting.
But can I ask you a question, Ryan?
Uh-huh.
Any other time we start our beautiful podcast, with us brothers, we all love each other and everything. you always start this shit with Lamar Jackson and the fucking Baltimore Ravens, but today of all days, you don't want to start there.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's on the list. If you didn't get the chance to check out the wonderful topics I put out every time for you guys to
Okay,
take a
no,
look
okay,
at,
yeah,
Don't worry.
it's on the
There's a time and a place, and when that time and place
listen,
comes, I'll be leaving the podcast for that hour.
man.
uh,
I don't know
I
why
know if we talk about your team, we're gonna be talking about my team. So
StreamYard that likes to automatically adjust your guys' volume to where I can't hear you. So we're gonna fix that real quick. Not that Big Timmy doesn't talk loud enough for everybody, but we want to make sure we can hear him loud and clear.
anyways, did you hear what I said though?
Yes, no, I can hear you a lot better
Yeah.
than you and Jason.
When we talk about your guys' team, that means we're gonna talk about my team, and I really don't
Listen,
like doing that.
I am our biggest hater right now. Trust me. You're not gonna tell me nothing I ain't looked in the mirror and said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
looked at the mirror, boy. I about pulled the TV off the wall at work.
but
I was so done with the Colts.
It's on the agenda, but we're gonna get to it. Next thing I would like to talk about is Tua. Not gonna pronounce his last name. Hawaiian guy. Alabama quarterback came out of the big three college quarterbacks with Mac Jones and Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna speak.
What was that?
On a personal level.
Before you do that, did you just compliment Mac Jones?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he said he's part of the big three quarterback.
Yeah, in college. It's like saying Johnny Manziel was a great NFL quarterback.
I mean, he's way better than Johnny Manziel.
Who?
What do you mean, who?
We don't have time to even discuss that debate today, but please, for love of God,
you're not.
You are
no,
not about
the end of the debate is Johnny Manziel is not even close to
Mac Jones cannot sniff Johnny Manziel's nuts on the football field.
Okay, so Mac Jones went to a playoff game. How many playoff games did Johnny Manziel go to in the
NFL? None. Jay, I don't know if you're talking, buddy, but we cannot hear you. You're muted.
Not a single word you're saying. Can we hear?
Can you hear the words that are coming?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
I was about to give you my best Hulk Hogan impression.
He said that. All right, hold on. We got through Jay, because if you were adding into any of that spiel.
Yeah, because this man just said Johnny Manziel is better than Mac Jones in the NFL.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I was saying is, are these two guys playing in the trash can bowl?
Yes, they are.
Because
if
both
I'm
of them are
putting
horrible.
$200 on getting the job,
but look,
I'm taking
Mac Jones has been to the playoffs. Johnny Manziel is not.
Johnny Manziel, no, Johnny Manziel beat us in the playoffs one year, I believe.
No, not with the Browns.
No,
the Browns were the first year making the Baker man
quarterback.
Or Tim Tebow.
Oh no, yeah, that was that bum in Denver. Yeah, it was Tim Tebow. Yeah, that's who did it.
But Johnny Manziel was a dog. He has the same problems every other Browns quarterback has ever had.
He's a dog. You know what? You can compare him to Baker Mayfield, right? They're about the same quarterback.
Hold on, I think there's something wrong with KIV Copeland's mic. Because I couldn't have fucking heard that right. There's not a chance. No way you just did that.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, last season we had a debate over. Well, let's not say we, because I knew who was right in that scenario. Everybody knew who was right. Baker
Mac Jones. Look, if the Jags let him go.
No, Mac Jones is hot.
He's gonna play better.
Garbage. There's a reason he's in Jacksonville behind the Prince.
Because you know why he's in Jacksonville behind the Prince?
Because Mac Jones.
The Jaguars don't believe in the Prince. That's why.
Well, I mean, they have their own trust issues. I understand that, but we're not about to sit here and tell me Baker Mayfield is worse. We've already had this debate. It got shut down last year, right?
I don't know if it got shut down. I mean, maybe prolonged.
I mean, listen, Baker had the obvious better team all around.
He's always had a better team than Mac Jones.
So I mean, we really can't compare.
Oh my
You know,
god!
listen, that's to me that's like comparing Brock Purdy to Patrick Mahomes.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, before we get down that spit hole,
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll talk. That'll be on tomorrow morning's call. We'll debate that all the
yeah,
way
we
to
will
work.
very
Yeah,
actively.
yeah.
Tua,
He need to give it up, man. Listen, can I be real with you? Can I give you my hot take on this? Can I please give you my hot take? My hot
but
take is
before you
this.
give your hot take, I don't even think that was a hard hit.
Ryan, how many hits do we got to take? We knew from last year
Uh,
he couldn't take another
s-
of no
Speaking
Oh,
kind
from
of.
by the way,
experience,
the internet is killing Damar Hamlin, quite literally.
okay, hold on,
Yeah.
But I want to hear his take. I want to hear it.
Listen, he's got some guaranteed money. A lot of it. Pull a Andrew Luck. Just walk off into the sunset while you can still function as a.
Why he can still walk?
You know what I'm saying? Like before he mess around and be brain damaged or something like that. Like at what point is it like his life not more important?
Or how about
It,
his kids or his wife?
I
Or
don't
that's
think
what I'm
he
saying.
has the kids.
He can't.
yes, it
Listen,
is.
Are you
Ryan.
sure?
He can't afford.
Probably.
He can't afford to take another hit. I think he's got like $78 million on the table. That's his. That's guaranteed. Hey, walk off into the sunset, man, and figure out something else. Go play baseball. That's what most quarterbacks do. Go play baseball. Like, don't put your life on the line because because listen, it can't be for nothing. You know, people only play for certain things, for championships, for money. We know you're not getting another championship before somebody cream you again. So just take the money and live your life. Cause Ryan, that hit it didn't look bad, but it didn't look good either. I don't think your neck supposed to bend like that.
Bro got up and pointed the other way like he got a first down.
Like and then what scares me is how when they on the ground for that little 1 or 2 seconds when his arms are just what I'm saying, locked out like that. Like, bro, that's from brain damage. He don't want to keep putting himself through that.
You know what he said, right?
Look at Ryan. Ryan's like, this is why they play the game.
Well, I mean, why don't we ask Ryan about his experiences with concussions? He might be the only guy that has just as many as Tua.
Yeah, exactly.
And ask him what he had to give up. Ask him what he had to give up. It was
what you had to give up, Ryan.
Football, but
because of what? For what reason?
Hold on, and we're gonna pull all the beans out. Might as well just let me.
And that was on a high school level.
Like,
imagine an NFL level hit.
No, bro, never got to make it to high school. That was in
middle
junior
school.
High. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See.
And thanks to me.
You still don't pee right now because of them hits you took.
Well, the last one was on the basketball court because he don't know how he runs like this with his head down.
I mean, I just look at it this way. I mean, he's out there doing it. If he's good, if he thinks he's good to go and the doctor's clear to play, I say let him play.
Okay, and then in 2 weeks, when we talking about how he's gonna spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair, and he's eating his medicine with applesauce.
I mean, but at the same time, that's his decision to make. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan, when does somebody step in and take over? Because sometimes your best judgment always ain't the best for you.
Well, he's already been looked at by doctors, right?
Well, I hope it wasn't Miami doctors because last time they sent him back out, he got busted up.
Yeah, and
He's been looked at by doctor. He's on the PUP list. He'll be back within. That gives him a month. That's what typically it takes to be back on the same page fully when you've had that many hits.
That's 4 games, right?
That's 4 games.
Right.
So he can return by week 8. I mean, it's really at your own discretion. I mean,
Ryan, just keep it 100, man.
I mean, I am keeping it 100. If I could find a doctor to clear me to play, I'd be playing.
You want to see him laid out on the field? Just keep it real. You want to see him?
No,
you want to see?
What I'm saying.
You want to see him spread out like mayonnaise? I know.
I don't wish that I'd have found nobody.
I mean, just keep it real, because that's what's going to happen.
I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but
you'd have better luck going to the WWE and being a wrestler or a manager.
Now, whatever Andrew Luck is doing right now is what he could be doing.
Nothing.
Andrew Luck's living life. He's somewhere in Barbados or something. He's living life with
he's living his best life.
With a fat paycheck that the coach gave him. He could take that same Miami paycheck and go live his best life.
And honestly, he probably had more money than Luck because Luck didn't get that much guaranteed. Back then, we weren't giving guaranteed money to quarterbacks like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He probably got like double what Luck left with. Like this guy.
Luck probably left with like 30 million, 25 million.
Yeah.
But we say that like that's not a lot of money, but you could definitely invest.
I'm saying that compared to what Tues could leave with.
I'm just saying that's still that Ryan, what you're saying is totally correct. That is a lot of money, but a lot of money times 2 is a lot of money. I mean,
he says 1 + 1 = 2. He said, "All right."
I mean,
no, for some people it equals 4.
Oh man, Jamar Chase costed his team the victory against the Chiefs. Let's talk about it. That final call, that was the correct call. As much as I didn't like it, that was the correct call. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the pass interference call.
Yeah.
On I think
I watched that whole game and then missed the last few plays of it.
Yeah, well, those were the most important ones. But before that is what I think
some people have to work, Ryan.
Jamar Chase got the, I believe it was unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Yep. Joe Burrow literally had to push him out of the fucking huddle because he was throwing a fit.
Hey,
it's boiling Cincinnati.
Hey, Ryan, you've been saying it for almost a year now. There's something behind closed doors in Cincinnati that we don't know. It was all peaches and cream. It was perfect. And then it wasn't. I don't know what it is. Did he get paid yet? No. Nope. No.
Neither's T. Higgins.
That's why we haven't seen these spectacular breakout games that he ain't got paid yet. He just watched CeeDee Lamb get his money, and he not getting his.
And Justin Jefferson got his money. Brandon Ayuk got his money.
Brandon Ayuk got his money, and he the only one looking like Sammy Sausage Head right now without his money.
Right.
So listen, I'm not expecting him to go out there and play 100% chase football. Not at all.
But I mean, are we expecting him to throw a tantrum? I don't know. I mean, you're in game. You just costed your team one of the biggest games of the season. It was only week 2.
Here you go. I got a trade proposal for you. Marvin Harrison for him, straight up. Marvin Harrison Jr. for him, straight up.
No, they're not going to do that. Cardinals aren't going to do that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, if I was the Bengals, I would definitely do that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, because you get another rookie contract, but
because he might. He's probably going to be better than him.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not, but
It's like a 90,
The only way
90% chance.
the only way if I'm the Cardinals, I'd avoid it because I don't have to pay him for another 4 years, potential 3.
Right.
That's
so
You know
what
what?
the Bengals were doing. They were living on borrowed time, so to speak. But now their time is up.
Yeah,
We knew this was
yeah.
going to happen. I mean, they couldn't pay everybody. They let Boyd walk, which I figured they were going to do. What I didn't figure what they were going to do was not sign either one of the other guys. Do you think? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you think with what's going on right now with Chase, and it seems to be a new tactic every week now, you think he's even going to resign now?
I mean, listen. At this point, I don't know. I mean, I would love in a dream world for that to happen, for him to sign. But I mean, Cincinnati is really showing
So
them
that's weird coming from a Pittsburgh fan.
they don't care. No, I'm just saying. Listen, I love Joe and his guy together. You know what I'm saying? I watched them in college. It's a great connection. They happen to make it to the NFL together. I would like to see how it plays out.
I will say, did anybody watch any analysts over this last week look at the Bengals go, well, of course Joe's not going to perform well. He doesn't have any of his wideouts. And then your boy, James Jones, he said, we can't have that conversation. And they were like, why not? I said, because he's expected to perform the same way without his wideouts as some of the other quarterbacks that have nowhere near the star-studded lineup.
Oh, here we go. Big Timmy.
And
I was talking about Josh Allen. Huh?
I was like,
talking about
it's
Josh
nice
Allen,
seeing someone on the mainstream say it because they don't like to take those kind of debates. But it's nice kind of seeing it.
Listen. Ryan just wants Joe to face the Lamar treatment.
Yeah, and really.
Yes, because we're still living on a hype from the Super Bowl almost 3 years ago.
At least he made it.
This is a what can you do for me now league.
Yeah, Lamar hasn't done that before. So.
How many times have Lamar been to the Super Bowl?
None.
Does he have an appearance?
No. Does he?
Question:
Does Joe have an appearance award?
Did he have a feature at the Super Bowl that year? Did he show up? Was he there?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Joe doesn't have any.
But 3 years ago,
Joe
and that's been his best season because he hasn't done anything since. He's been injury plagued.
Well, first and foremost, I don't know if you remember the first year that they made it to the playoffs. The guy got sacked 12 times. Okay,
Sucks.
You hear me? 12 times, and you know what he did? He won the game. Okay. Yep. So what I'm saying, Ryan, is that you have a point about you don't have a lot of talent at the wide receiver position. Mm-hmm. That's not Joe's fault that he walked.
That is not Joe's fault, no. But what
I
like
walked
to
into
say,
all of that.
Yes, you're correct. Joe only got his weapon because he got hurt. Let's not get it twisted. He did not.
He would have got T. Higgins still, and they had Boyd.
He did not have Jamar Chase if he did not get hurt. Let's specify that real quick.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was like it was almost meant to be.
Yeah, cool, great. But seeing Joe do it without any help is something we haven't seen. And fortunately enough for him, he really hasn't had to do that much. Seeing somebody else win games without help, we've had to see a lot of. And it's getting to the point where you're getting against these other teams that you cannot do it by yourself.
Without help is very broad. He definitely had help. It just wasn't like a 49ers team or a Cincy team because
this is so far. I think
3 or 4 more quarterbacks that had no help.
The best offense we've had in a long time. And right now, our O-line is we're paying for it. Our defense is giving up 10 points.
I do remember a time where my quarterback had absolutely no help. Reggie Wayne was hurt. T.Y. was hurt. I think we had Dwayne Allen, Moncrief, Donnie Avery, and some other bum We made the AFC Championship game. We lost to Tom Brady, but
I mean,
and all those players are dog crap compared to anything Lamar's had pretty much.
okay, if we're going off 1 year, Big Timmy, I can pull up all of his. We've never had a receiver caliber of Reggie Wayne. We've never had a wide
Bro,
receiver.
Reggie
caliber.
Wayne was damn near washed before Luck got there.
We've
He played
never had
1
a
year
wide
with Reggie,
receiver
he retired.
caliber of T.Y. Hilton.
You right? Well, you had Anquan Bolton, you had C. Smith,
He has never had those players.
Jacoby Jones. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Lamar Jackson has never played with any of those 3 wide receivers.
He did have an offensive line though. Andrew Luck was running for his life.
Well, I can tell you right now, his O-line is soft.
Bro, we got the open door policy.
O-line.
If you understand what I'm putting down.
Oh man, come on in. Come on in.
We'll leave the light on for you.
So
Man,
I was gonna say if Andrew Luck was drafted to Baltimore, he probably won 3 Super Bowls. But
and listen, and I'm gonna tell you something. The Raiders' defense isn't like
they're not. That is not the. How is it they said?
It's not like they're the demons of the league or anything. But they were just
monsters of the Midway.
They were just walking. Lamar Jackson looked like he's fighting for his life every time he hikes the ball.
Why do you think Lamar don't like lining up under center?
Yeah, because he ain't got no time.
Bro, if he goes back, he's running to run out of the pocket because there's what do you do?
Listen. He got to stay in the shotgun.
He got to have time to think. But that's the only issue is Derrick Henry.
It's the true definition of running and gunning.
Does not like lining up in the shotgun. So that's where we're trying to find our
Why
balance.
don't we meet in the middle and run pistol?
Well, I think that's what we're trying to figure out, so to speak. But Derrick Henry likes to be able to get moving and he likes to already be moving by the time he gets the ball. Does that make sense?
Hey, who signs his check? The Baltimore Ravens, right?
Yes.
Well, this bitch needs to start moving the way y'all need him to move because.
Well, I mean, he did a lot better last game.
I mean, not much better, but I mean,
he had 84 yards and a touchdown.
I mean, that don't help.
Carries.
Listen, he need to carry the ball a lot more. Yeah,
well,
I got.
He came out and said he's not going to be a 30 carry back.
No, we don't need him to be.
He's going to be your 15 to 20.
20. That's what he need to be.
Yeah, 20. 20 is the sweet spot.
That's what he need to be.
I'd like to take this time to go ahead and tell you all that we should fire our defensive coordinator. Sorry, we're talking about the Colts. Fire him.
Right. You got it 18 times.
I wouldn't let him play this week, dude. Like, how in the world the Colts have allowed 500 yards on the ground in 2 games? 500, not in the air, on the ground.
That's because y'all always been y'all like a Pop-Tart. Y'all been sweet in the middle for a long time.
No, but the last 3 years we've been top 5 in rush defense. We haven't had no problem stopping right now. If you want to throw the ball over the top, go ahead. But
hey, listen,
can't stop a nosebleed.
Somebody like old school Adrian Peterson will run y'all up right now.
Yeah, for 400 or CJ2K.
No problem. You know the way
Arian Foster running through us.
Bro, listen. I don't know what's wrong with your quarterback. I just think he's too excited.
Yeah, I know that's what it is. But it wasn't just him though. The play calls were trash because there's a 3rd and 1 play where we ran a speed option for what? Get the ball to Jonathan Taylor. He was averaging like 10 yards a carry at that point. Why are we doing a speed option? Why, if you're gonna do that, at least do a read option. Like, we're gonna run outside like we're playing college football and someone's gonna get killed because you want to do a speed option on 3rd and 1.
Hey, and then teams that have a power running back like Ryan's, it really upsets me when I see 3rd and 2 and they're fucking throwing the ball. Like, it upsets me to no end. Like, Derrick Henry can get 2 yards in his sleep.
Well, yeah, Jonathan Taylor can get. You got 2 attempts with Jonathan Taylor. You're going to get the 1 yard.
We had a 10-point lead in the 4th quarter. Why the hell were we just not pounding the ball with
Well,
Derrick?
that sounds nice. I don't think we've experienced that yet. But everybody was dropping the ball. Jonathan Taylor was fumbling the ball. Nobody could catch the ball. If he actually threw it on target, it was getting dropped every time. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, it was like a bad game of Madden.
Yeah, because like if he overthrew it, cool, you know what I'm saying. But the ones he was putting on the money, nobody could keep a hold of.
You know what's
Everybody had
crazy though? Like I think our second week, bro, for passing, because I mean Lamar's through week 2. Obviously, it's only week 2, but I mean he's top 5 in passing yards, and like I mean we're getting the ball around. I mean Zay Flowers had almost another 100-yard game. Rashad Bateman has been showing up. I should say, I'm not saying showing out, but he's been showing up. He's been there. I should specify.
nobody hurt worse than the Eagles this week.
Oh my god, bro! It literally reminded me of the Seattle and Patriots Super Bowl,
Or
where you just
the
run the
Patriots
damn
and
ball.
Falcons Super Bowl.
I mean that too. I mean, I'm just saying, like you literally were right, damn near on the goal line. You have Saquon Barkley, and you go for a wheel route.
And then he drops the ball on top of that. That was absolutely crazy.
Did you get to catch any of that, Ki?
I did.
What was your take on that lovely Eagles game? Because I seen Trey was giving Vaughn the business in the chat.
Go Birds.
Hey, listen. It was a lot of mistakes made in that late in that game. Like if Saquon would have caught that little wheel route, we could be having a whole different story. But it's just like they just made too many mistakes. That's all it was. Like they just didn't stick to their game plan. Like,
would you say that's bad coaching?
yes.
Because that's what I was trying to tell Vaughn. I was like,
I didn't know that Kirk could win a primetime game.
Oh yeah, well, it wasn't by himself. That's for sure. He had plenty of help from the Eagles.
Yes.
But I just want to say, like, I don't think that when you're on that third down, first off, even if they ran the ball, they could have got the clock rolling, right? Because they didn't have any more timeouts. So even if you don't get it and it's fourth down, you're still running all that clock down. So that's what it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like run the ball regardless if you get it. You're going to get the fourth down, so then you can make a different decision, but you're going to take all that time off the clock.
But see, you know what, Ryan? See, what I think that the NFL need to do is I think they need to watch podcasts like the Guys Huddle and stuff like that. Because listen, I feel like regular people can make better play calls than what these people are getting paid
because they're
to
not
do.
under pressure, not in the situation.
Like you say, Ryan, the number one thing, like you say, even if they was to run the ball, they could have ran so much clock out.
Mm-hmm.
But they chose not to do that. And it cost them. Like, and it be bonehead things like that normal people like me and you can, if we can see it from the house, how come you can't see it on the field? Like,
also, when the Colts do bad, when it rains, it pours every time, dude. I knew when we ran that speed option and didn't get it when we went to kick the field goal. I said, yeah, we were missing this wide left or right, 1 or 2. Sure enough, shanked that thing. I was like, that's what you get for running the speed option. I said, I knew that was the world's way of saying you're an idiot.
So, Ryan, usually this is where I would get on here and say, Pittsburgh, we're 2-0. You know what I'm saying? We looking real good. I can't say that, okay? Because I honestly think we squeaked out both of those wins.
So do you think you'd be better with Russell or
I don't know.
At this point?
I don't know. Listen, the only game I truly wanted to see Russell in was against Denver. Yeah. I wanted to see him go back to Denver.
Boy, hey. What was your reaction when Bo Nix to that flea flicker all the way down the field? Like just, I think, right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, I thought they were about to come back and beat you.
Hey, listen, it reminded me of how Tim Tebow marched them down the field on us.
You started having flashbacks.
Yeah, and they wasn't good. They was not good at all.
Because I saw that play and I'm like, oh no.
And Ryan, I'm gonna tell you what, we're living off our defense right now.
Yeah, you guys are. Like, it's crazy to say, and I know you're not going to like this. You guys have a great defense. But is it bad that I think you guys are winning the division, but you guys are not like, well, obviously you're currently winning the division, right? Record shows that, but you guys aren't the best team in the division. You guys are playing good against the easy matchups that we should have, like, we should have won against the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting us to win against the Chiefs, but I expected us to be 1-1. I damn sure didn't actually expect Cincinnati to be 0-2, one lose to the Patriots. I mean, at least the Raiders got, I guess, something going for him. But the Patriots, I just didn't see that happening.
Boy, you just don't want to compliment Gardner Minshew.
All right.
He's 2-0 against you guys.
So Ryan, I will agree with you. We have the best record, but I do not think we are the best team in the division.
I think you got the best defense in the division by a mile.
Now, did you guys see who the Dolphins signed?
No. Who they signed? Jacoby Brissett?
Tyler Huntley.
Ooh.
I'm interested, for sure. For those of you who don't know his background, him and Lamar Jackson went to the same county high school in South Florida. So.
And also played with the Ravens.
Yep. We actually signed him back from the Browns practice squad, and then they took him from our practice squad. And now
I'm just saying, if he was doing decent with your no good receivers, as you would like to call them, that if he goes to Miami and is able to throw to people that can actually catch the ball.
This is one of those. Remember when back in the day, if you got hurt, you got your starting job back. This is one of those. If he goes out there and performs these next couple weeks,
Miami might decide 4-2 is what you're saying.
Yes.
No, probably not. The Colts will probably sign him. They always like signing quarterbacks right there into their
Hey,
line.
listen, and like I said earlier, it doesn't matter because Tua got so much guaranteed money. Even if that happens, it was supposed to. That guy saved his life. That's what he did.
Yeah, he should go up and shake his hand.
Yeah, because Ryan want to see him. Ryan want to see him shaking in the wheelchair like he got Parkinson's. Shit. That's what Ryan want to see.
It ain't necessarily like that.
Well, listen, it's his choice. Put him back on the field.
You're
gonna
be eating cereal through a straw.
Oh, we still got tons to talk about. We ain't even got to the good stuff yet. How about we all give the New Orleans Saints a public apology?
No, I'm not giving no apologies. You know why?
Holy fuck, man!
Because I told y'all I look great up there.
I believed after week 1, Ryan.
Just so y'all know, I made a $15 wager the Saints are going to the Super Bowl.
Bro, Saints beat the fuck out of the Cowboys.
And I put $15 on them to go to the Super Bowl right after that.
Hey, so listen, how do the Cowboys fans feel after you spent all that money?
Man,
I'm talking about you spent a lot of money on 2 people.
I do know how Alvin Kamara fantasy owners feel. I do know.
And now you go in there and get your doors blown off.
He said you need better security.
Well, I put it this way. Man, do you know who they play week 3?
Good. Who? The Cowboys?
Yeah. Do you know who they play?
No. Who they play?
The Baltimore Ravens.
And if the Ravens get their doors blown off by them,
we are coming on a vengeance tour.
I hope so.
We're going to see who's worth more money, Lamar or Dak, huh?
I might have to talk to your wife and put an extra camera in your house if you go down 0-3 and that third loss.
Especially if it's to the Cowboys, dude, because we get on this.
Oh, but I damn near calling off sick for a week.
So look, we got Chicago at home this week, and then we have to play at Jacksonville. So if we don't get a dub in Chicago, we're going to be 0-4.
Hey, you might get the best. I don't know what.
Hey, look, I've already figured it out. If we get in the running for the first pick, let's just go ahead and shut Richardson down and draft Arch Manning.
Listen. Speaking of Arch Manning,
I'm 100% behind that movement.
Can we spell it out? DOG. Dog. He a dog. You hear me? He a dirty dog. You want to know the scariest thing in football history is a Manning with legs.
Bro, he ran for 71 yards.
Bro, did you see the juke though? Did you see the?
Yeah.
Peyton Manning would have broke every. Peyton Manning would have broke every bone in his body if he went like that one time. It's over.
Could you imagine if Peyton Manning had Lamar Jackson's legs?
It'd be the ultimate quarterback.
That's what's about to come through the. You know who's gonna get him too. And I hate it. Fucking Carolina.
But
yeah, because they're horrible.
You think another quarterback's gonna fix their issue?
What?
I think they have the same issue that Baltimore has right now. They got an open door policy. He's not even getting the time or the day to think. It's not. I don't think
there's something different.
Exactly
no, you have an open door policy. They have a no door policy.
And listen. Depending on who get the first pick, depends on if Arch come out or not. Because he ain't going no Carolina.
He won't do it.
He's gonna pull Eli, huh? I'm not playing.
Should I pull it right now? I mean, it's getting to the point where if you're a good player and you're going to a trash ass team like that, you're damn near getting like your first 3-4 years wasted.
So listen, yeah, I need a max contract right out the gate. Like, you're not gonna waste 3 years of my career. I can get hurt or anything in 3 years.
Imagine a
and
team
Arch
like
Manning knows that his
Tennessee
dad got hurt before he's even able to play in the NFL.
Imagine Tennessee gets him or Dallas. Well, no, Dallas won't do that. They just signed.
First off, if Tennessee gets him, I gotta go to your house and beat your ass now. You really gonna try to put him in my division like that?
I mean, you're already shutting down AR.
Now I
don't think AR is an issue right now. If you're already giving up,
but what I'm telling you is our GMs. No. I did not say I gave up on him.
Yes,
I'm just saying, if we had the first pick of the draft and I had to pick AR or Manning, absolutely Manning. He's better than AR right now.
So Ryan,
I'm not saying AR ain't gonna be a good quarterback. I'm just saying, like, how are we comparing this right now? And also,
Ryan,
do you know who my owner is? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff. My owner is just as crazy as Dallas, and if that is an option in the draft, he's gonna pull the trigger.
Go ahead, K.I.
I honestly forgot.
I know.
My bad.
That's not. No, it's good.
He said, "Imagine they trade for Marvin Harrison Jr. and Arch Manning."
That's unfair.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. I'll tell
That's
you.
unfair. Hey, listen, a Manning. You know what happened if you put a Manning with a Harrison? You know what happens.
You know they probably already got chemistry. They grew up. They had to have grown up somewhat together.
Yep, probably. And I just want to let the ex head quarterback of the Texas Longhorn. I want you to know your job has been taken. Okay,
you ain't coming back, buddy. You might as well go enter the draft this year.
They talking about he's the Heisman guy. Listen, that boy put up 4 and ran for 1. And his next 2 games, they play nobodies. He's gonna have 400 yards. And
Bro, I'm gonna get on Prize Picks and bet.
I don't even want to talk about it because I don't get paid yet, and I've been wanting to hop on there, and I know I shouldn't do it. You know where they say that.
I've been making money over here.
Listen, let me tell you how pissed off I was.
Timmy cashed out the other night.
Saquon dropping that fucking ball for the end zone is what got me $150 down the drain.
You know why I'm mad? Because I tried to put a bet in for the second half of that game, and at the last second they said, "Sorry, your time is up. You can't put a bet in for this game." And my bet would have hit. I'd have won like $200 last night too.
Well, I knew Kirk was
going to 5 seconds. I didn't hit start bet soon enough.
And I figured Saquon was for sure going to get a touchdown after he had 3 the first week. Lord forbid he have 1 the next.
That's how the world works.
So, Ryan, who's the best quarterback in the NFL as of week 2? Listen, I'm going with Derek Carr. Okay,
Kyler Murray.
you going with Kyler Murray?
Man, he did have a. Those are both.
I don't like it, but I gotta say it.
Yeah. Why you don't like it?
I don't like Kyler Murray.
He's not in your.
Well, it's
He's not
not
in our
October yet.
division.
Okay, it's not October
So
yet.
listen. Oh,
I
I
don't like his
remember.
work
I
ethic.
remember. I remember, Ryan. So listen. So do you think the Bear fans are wishing that they kept Justin Fields and drafted somebody else, like a Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I heard that DJ Moore said to Tyson Baggett on the sidelines. Now I don't know how true this is, but saying that he needs him, like because Caleb Williams. But it's only week 2. But like you also can't expect the guy to do a whole lot. Same issue. Like we got some trash ass offensive lines in the league. I don't know if they're that trash or the defensive line is just that good. But the Bears, they got all these weapons, but once again, they still didn't resolve the issue they had before. Is that
I'm going with Sam Darnold. I'm just
he
kidding.
He's
Been balling out though in Minnesota. He's been balling out.
Did you see where the quote he
that
said?
97-yard touchdown?
He said that's
But
what you
but
get
but
for fucking cutting me.
but see, listen, Big Timmy, don't give him no praise for that. You know why? You can't give him praise because we don't give Brock Purdy praise. They talk shit. Well, if he didn't have no weapons, this guy walks into Justin Jeffrey, so yeah, you can't
They
you
have
can't give
T.J.
him no credit.
Hawkinson,
Yeah, but
He's
yeah,
Aaron
out.
Jones.
no, you have to hate a team if they got good wide receivers. If you're a guys huddle fan, you got good
I just,
receivers. You
I was
gotta
just
hate
laughing
them.
because I was trying to think of somebody that was different than them two, and that's what I came up with so far. So, hey, Justin Herbert ain't no MVP, but he's been playing well. They're 2-0. So,
Well, I mean, he always looks good in the regular season. That's not his issue. That's the
he's only
problem
been
with
in the
our
playoffs
listen,
once.
Game. I
listen,
thought that's what he said.
listen. That's the problem with a lot of these quarterbacks. They look really good in the regular season, and then they get to the playoffs, and for
Not
some
so
reason
good.
they forget how to do what they've been doing for 18 fucking games. I don't know. You get one quarterback who's been phenomenal all year.
Oh,
He's running,
Josh Allen. Sorry,
he's running, he's gunning.
it was right in front of my face.
He's taking off and 15 times a game, and then he gets to the big game and he says, "You know what? I'm just gonna throw this motherfucker. I'm not gonna
You
run
gotta be talking about
at
Lamar,
all."
Right.
At all. I'm not gonna run it off. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of. It ain't just Lamar.
You kind of
Another
sound
one.
like that's what you're talking
Listen,
about. So,
another person who they put on the GOAT list, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. I look great in the regular season, and then I shit the bed. To me, he's like Joe Burrow. With like you say, all we talk about is that one fucking Super Bowl you won and them MVPs, but we don't talk about the season after season after season. You go and get your ass whooped in the first round. We don't talk about that.
that's because he keeps getting beat by the freaking 49ers.
Yeah, hey, he keep
Hey, you
listen,
know what
listen.
Super Bowl would make me happy? The 49ers versus the Jets.
Ew.
That's a disgusting Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. No one.
We'll get Aaron Rodgers to retire, won't we?
I'll be rooting for the
Well,
49ers.
I'm just letting you know if history repeats itself. Like I said, Brett Favre went from Green Bay to the Jets,
Listen, if
and
he
then
was smart, that's what he would do.
he left the Jets and he went to Minnesota. Now I don't know if Aaron's going to take that same, you know what I'm saying, that same rank. Because if he leaves the Jets and he goes to Minnesota,
If he goes to Minnesota, he's got Hawkinson, he's got Jones, he's got Addison, he's got Jefferson.
He's gonna beat up on the Packers, the Bears, and the Lions.
Oh, wow, he's going to beat him. Oh, wow, could you imagine? And then he owns
that's
the Bears
unfair.
and the Packers.
Yeah, that and the Lions.
I mean,
Yeah, at that rate.
I think at that point, they're the only one with the caliber team that could potentially stop him.
You wanna know what's upsetting to me?
What's up?
Is for my whole life the Detroit Lions have been a trash can in the wintertime. Cold garbage. They have been cold garbage my whole life. Is it bad that even though I see that they have a great team now that I just don't believe it?
Don't trust it. Yeah.
Yeah, just for my whole life you've been horrible. Like
It says
I
something
don't,
sounds fugazi or looks fugazi about it.
but it's like that with the Browns as well.
Yeah,
Like my whole life the Browns have been horrible.
garbage.
My whole life Cincinnati has been fucking horrible. Now these type of teams are looking good. Buffalo, Ryan, I'm old enough to remember watching them 4 years in a row. From 90 to 1994, go to the Super Bowl 4 times
Lose
in a
every
row
time.
and lose every time. Now Buffalo's the shit now. Like I just don't believe it.
I think my answer
They
is
can't be
best
any better
quarterback in the
than they
league.
were because they went to the Super Bowl 4 times. At least they went. I can't even tell you the last time they went besides then.
Yeah, there you have it.
But listen, that's why they're not gonna win. You went 4 times and you couldn't even scratch. Listen, Ryan, you know, ironically, is every year when they made it to the Super Bowl, their running back was number 1 or number 2 every year in rushing. His name was Thurman Thomas. Every Super Bowl, you want to know what happened?
They didn't run it.
He got hurt every Super Bowl. As soon as it looked like they was going to start losing, he got hurt. Yeah.
So how it works. But yeah, for your question about best quarterback in the league so far, that definitely Josh Allen.
Josh Allen has been looking good.
Yeah.
There was like 2 quarters the first game that had me scared because I had -5 fantasy points, but they went crazy.
Well, hold on, guys, because we still got a couple more topics to talk about before
Say it with your chest.
How do we feel about Bryce Young being benched for Andy Dalton?
Great. He doesn't have an offensive line. They might as well do something.
Listen.
Throw the old man up there to get canned.
That is what I'm going to call a message to these young quarterbacks. If you don't perform the way we want you to, we'll sit you the fuck down. Sit down.
But
you was the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick. This does one or two things. Either it breaks him and he's never going to be a good quarterback, or this makes him get in his head and be like, you know what? I got to get out here and do this shit. Like,
I look at it this way, though. Look at the quarterbacks that have had time to sit and actually develop. And Tom Brady was talking about this in an interview. You don't get any time to develop anymore, and he thinks that's the biggest problem with the youth of quarterbacks. Look at Jordan Love. Look how long he got to sit before. Not saying you got to necessarily sit that long, but look how long he got to sit, and then he came in there out there balling. Like, I think that's a good reason to try to, not have to start your rookie quarterback.
Hey Ryan, guess what? Stop drafting these motherfuckers 1, 2, and 3 then. Because if you 1, 2, or 3,
you're starting.
You're starting.
Like, Jordan Love wasn't 1, 2, or 3.
Teams don't have time to wait for you to develop. Like, the only way you get that is if you got a good quarterback now. Like, if you drafted a rookie quarterback, if the Baltimore Ravens drafted a rookie quarterback and he sat behind Lamar and he watched and he studied with Lamar, if Lamar gets hurt in 3 years, that guy can now step up and be what you need him to be. But
what would be a perfect example of this?
If you throw him to the wolves right out the gate and you just expect him to, do what you want, it ain't gonna work. It's never going to work. Can you imagine how much better Caleb Williams would be right now if they would have kept Justin Fields for 2 years?
Also, could you imagine the Colts would still have Andrew Luck if he'd have been able to sit behind Peyton Manning instead of getting rid of him?
Yeah.
Because the year he got hurt, we had the first pick. We could have picked up Luck. He could have sat behind him 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And that'd have saved him 3 or 4 years getting his ass whooped. Because the reason the Colts never had an offensive line is because Peyton Manning would have the ball out within 1 second.
Right.
So nobody could ever touch him. So He can play
Final
with a bad offensive line, but we have a gunslinger like Andrew Luck. It's a little harder to do that.
final topic today. Ravens 0-2 start. One of our worst starts in the last 14 years as far as 0-2 starts.
That's our average start. Shit.
I can't tell you the last time. Well, I mean 14 years ago, but last time we started 0-2. The crazy part is we have not played bad games. We have not. The issue is our defense and our offensive line. Our defense we had 10 points in the fourth quarter. Now, granted, some of that comes into the coaching too, and John Harbaugh, in my opinion, needs to be held accountable for that. We can't be giving these bullshit answers like, yeah, we defeated ourselves. Like, I understand we fucking did that, but you're still to be held accountable for the decisions of the play calling in the fourth quarter. So, for an example, of the fourth quarter and we have a 10-point lead, why the hell are we not running the hell out of the ball? Like, that doesn't
Because
make
it's not Jim. No, you shut your fucking face. It is not Jim Harbaugh's fault, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Lamar's calling its own fucking plays at the line, Ryan. Remember
not
this.
all the time, not in the fourth quarter. When we had
Also, it's definitely
lead,
not Jim's fault because John's your head coach.
Yeah, John. Yeah, yeah. But you're right. But listen, it's not. It's definitely not his fault, man. Lamar's calling 80% of those plays.
yeah, but not when you're up by 10 points. I mean, he's not calling those plays. I mean, there's no reason
So
for him to audible that.
Because if it was Jim, he would tell you to run the damn ball, and you would have to get up
Like,
there and run the damn
if
ball.
you're up by 10 points, there's no reason. There's no reason you should lose that game in the fourth quarter. Now, granted, if they go down there and score, I understand. But, like, you need to be running the clock out in the fourth quarter at that point. Like, I mean, either way, it's not acceptable from our defense. But at the same time, it's it's almost troublesome to if you could help the defense by running the clock out with a running back of Derrick Henry's caliber. Why are we not doing that? Like,
I don't know. Probably because he don't want to run the ball 30 times a game. I don't fucking know why.
he
But
ran it. I checked it. It was 18 times. Yeah, last week.
that's how many times he ran. 18
18
times.
to 84.
Yeah.
How many times in the fourth quarter?
I didn't get that breakdown.
It wasn't very many.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, obviously it wasn't, because if it was, we would have took more. Time off the clock. I don't know if I can.
I
See.
do like your tight end tandem.
Yes. Well, I mean, if you look at it, like, we're getting the ball spreader out, so maybe that's the issue too. Maybe we're passing it too much, I guess.
Yeah. Or
Well, if you're not running it enough, then yeah, that normally means you'd be passing it too much.
Yes, I understand that.
how many rushing attempts did Lamar have?
Let's find out, shall we?
That always comes into play with their offense. If he does just the right amount of running, they're dangerous. If he does too much or not enough, you're 0-2. This is how it happens. I just need to know how many times he ran the ball. Because if he ran the ball more or almost as many times as Derrick Henry needs to get on his shit. And Ryan's right. If he's not calling those plays in the fourth quarter, then the offensive coordinator needs to be held accountable.
Why can't I just look at the? I don't want to click Las Vegas because that's going to.
While you're waiting on that, I'm gonna start a campaign of Gus Bradley needs to be fired.
You want everybody fired?
No, I'm just saying. I texted you. Yeah, I want the owner fired, the GM, the head coach.
So I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
I can't, for some reason, I won't let me pull up last game, but we'll just go off of week 2, like total stats for 2 weeks. Derrick Henry has 2 games played. He has a total of 31 carries. So that's on an average of 16, well, not quite
15 and a half
carries for 130 yards. Lamar has 21 carries for the total of 2 games for 167.
See, I mean, hey, anybody want to make a small bet? Because I got a small bet that Lamar Jackson ends the year with more rushing yards.
I don't want to bet that. I don't.
I wonder if that's something I can bet. Like if I can actually go on Sportsbook and bet that.
But I mean, his passing yards. I mean, he's got 520. Not that that's.
I mean,
You see, I know we're about to run time here. So, fun fact: IU is 3-0 right now. If they win another game, they're probably going to get top into the top 25 for college football. First time in like 20, 30 years.
Okay.
I don't even watch IU football like that, but I did watch them beat the brakes off of UCLA. No, wait, they didn't play no good Big Ten teams yet, but we beat all the ones that they played.
I would tell you this: that college football is a toss up because some of them teams who ain't ranked, they playing like they ranked.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be 12 teams this year.
Yeah, Florida State need to just cash it in this year. They just need to give up.
They need to cancel.
The Marion Giants can beat them right now.
I found the team stats. Sorry.
Do you see their head coach come out and say they've had the hardest schedule up to this point? And that's why they're 0-3. Y'all played Georgia Tech.
I figured it out. Derrick Henry had 84 yards. Lamar Jackson had 45. Lamar had
Who else
5
did they
carries. Derrick Henry had 18.
Okay, all right.
I don't remember who else they played, but it was Georgia Tech and the other. Oh, Georgia Tech, Boston College was their first 2 games.
And sorry, not to keep going back and forth, but receiving for us, Zay Flowers led with 91 yards. Bateman had 40 yards. Mark Andrews had 51 yards.
Good to see Big Mark get some.
Isaiah did not have a good game.
He had 2 receptions for 26 yards.
I feel like it's going to be a back and forth thing. I don't
But
think
he was only targeted.
Both have good games.
He was targeted 3 times, it looks like, and he caught 2 of those. Chad Bateman was targeted 4. He caught 3. Andrews was targeted 5. He caught 4. And Zay Flowers was targeted 11 times.
And how many times did he catch?
7. Looks like
that means Lamar was supposed to do some more running.
Well, yeah, I mean, I will say it does look a little lopsided on the yards part. He had 5 carries for 45 versus 18 for 84, but
yeah. See what I'm saying? The production there is not there.
Not what it's supposed to be.
I mean,
the rush.
Like if y'all could you imagine if y'all would have got Joe Mixon instead? So he been running the ball.
Hey, listen, the running ain't running for y'all. Like it ain't.
I think we just need to figure out our formation. Honestly, I think like our play action could be so crazy right now, man.
Or you need to go to Derrick Henry and say,
Or,
"Hey, Phil,
hear me out.
if you ain't gonna play like you're supposed to, you just ain't gonna play."
Here's an unpopular fucking opinion. How about we just keep on the fucking field whether we're gonna run the ball with them or not? I like that idea. Oh, hey, by the
J.K.
way,
Dobbins, if he stays healthy, he's making y'all look like
out
a fool.
under the center formation, and they're back in the shotgun. Oh, look, Justice Hill's in the game. I wonder what they're gonna fucking do. Oh, bro, that shit pisses me off. Like, I know damn well we're not handing the ball off to him. Now, granted, we might, but I know for sure one thing: Derrick Henry's not going out on a wheel route. Like, come on now. I mean, would I like him to? For sure. We seen what happened in the Chiefs game. He was like, "Yeah, Lamar, I ain't catching that." Like, come on, though. I'm not. He said
that ball coming too fast. Okay, I'm never gonna be where you need me to be. Okay.
Like, I just have him on. Like, even if you're not gonna hand the ball off to him, he's 6'5". Blocks him.
Fevers. One last thing, because I know we're about to get off here. The Fever is in the playoffs, and the playoffs start in just a couple days if they haven't already. So, and they were 7 games behind at the All-Star break.
It's the Caitlin Clark effect.
It's the Caitlin Clark.
She just busted somebody up for 35 and 10.
I put some respect on her name. Her name's CC.
Oh my god.
That's CC.
All right, boys. Any last things?
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. We're 2-0, man, but we're mediocre. Okay, we
We're
We're
mediocre as
0 and
hell.
2, and we're
Did
was it
anybody
not?
go ahead?
Oh, go ahead. I don't
Did
know what
anybody
it's
pay
called.
attention to our names today?
Yeah. I seen that.
No, I did not appreciate that.
Don't worry, I didn't do mean disorderly that much either.
Yeah, I know. Should be 0 and 2 pool noodles.
Poodles and 4. All right, boys. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you back.
Fire Gus Bradley.
Pause.
First off, I
What's
didn't
the
even get
Thursday night game?
Oh, it's Patriots and the
Jets
Jets.
and Patriots. So.
Oh, I mean,
I didn't even get
Jets
to
are
run rant about
landslide.
Bijan Robinson. So
we ain't
be thankful.
got to talk about that game.
No, but all right, boys. We'll see you back Thursday. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Yes,
Take it
sir.
easy.